Now, as you know, Ward High Tech, we're going back to MACH this year for the first time in 10 years. With lots of products in the portfolio, lots of changes in recent years. They do have a lot to talk about. One of the things that I was going to bring into this programme, which impressed me when I visited Ward High Tech in Sheffield, was their VESTA machines. And this is one of the focuses that they were having at MACH. Now, the VESTA range of vertical machining centres is from Hwacheon. The particular model that I'm going to mention to you now is the VMC 1000, which you can see here. Now, this is a real workhorse of a machine tool. It's a 12,000 RPM machine. It can come with either a Siemens, a Fanuc, or a Heidenhain ITNC 620 control. It's got an oil-cooled 12,000 RPM spindle. But the point I wanted to make about this is a couple of things. The first one is the tool changer. I've never seen this before, but this has a dual-speed tool changer, which means that by using an M code, you can make the tool changer faster or slower, depending on what you're trying to machine. We all know when you're chasing seconds on cycle times, a fast tool change is a necessity. And you can do that using this VESTA machine as a result of the servo-driven tool chain. But if you wanted to slow that down, if you had maybe a heavier tool, if you were doing a probing operation, you can actually use the M function to reduce the speed of the tool change as well. So it means you've got added flexibility and regardless of what you're machining, because this machine is not just for high-speed machining of aluminium components, you have an 18.5 kilowatt spindle motor here from Hwacheon as well, which means that the diversity of what you can machine, the types of applications that you can machine can be very varied too. The other point I wanted to mention is the distance between the spindle nose and the table. Pretty extensive on the Hwacheon VESTA range. Now the Hwacheon VESTA 1000 actually, as a result of having this big daylight dimension, means that whether you've got a 4th axis unit, a 5th axis unit on the machine, you know, sometimes that can restrict you then in the size of parts that you can do. But when you've got an extended, almost like Z-axis area, it means that it doesn't matter so much if you want to put fixture plates on the table, if you're raising components, because you've got that extra flexibility. You need to check out Ward High Tech's website to look at the full detail on the VESTA range, but there is certainly a lot about this this model or this VESTA machine. And there's not just a VESTA 1000, there's a VESTA 2000, there's various models within the range. But have a look on their website. Not just that, now MACH 2020 has been postponed. Of course, Ward High Tech are based in Sheffield. You can go to their facility anytime and have a look at not just the Hwacheon machines, the Dali machines, the SFM machines. They have a lot in their portfolio to talk about, hence the reason they were going back to MACH this year for the first time in 10 years.